So, have you noticed it? On college campuses all over the world, from Lagos to London, something's happening. More and more seats in lecture halls are, well, they're empty. It's this quiet exodus, a whole generation trading in their textbooks for trading charts. All right, let's really get into this. Why are so many students dropping out of school to chase their fortunes in the wild, volatile world of Forex trading?
I want you to picture this. It's a big lecture hall, early in the morning. You can smell the coffee, you hear the notebooks opening. But hold on, look closer. There's a gap in one of the rows, an empty chair where someone used to be, just last week. And this isn't just one seat. Nope. It's a symbol of a huge trend that's happening globally.
So, the big question is, where did they all go? Well, they haven't just disappeared into thin air. They've logged on. They've jumped into a completely different world, one that promises faster money, more freedom, and a kind of life that, let's be honest, traditional education just can't guarantee. They've gone all in on Forex.
To really understand this whole thing, first we have to look at the massive pull of the market. And it's not just about the money, not really. It's about the dream of getting rich quick and the freedom that you imagine comes with it. And it's all packaged up and sold as the super accessible lifestyle.
I mean, just open up Instagram or TikTok for a second. Forex isn't shown as some complex financial skill you need to learn. Nah, it's a lifestyle. You're seeing screenshots of these tiny accounts blowing up into thousands of dollars. You see people posing next to rented Lambos and chilling in these super slick home offices. If you're a student drowning in homework and stressing about debt, this looks like the ultimate cheat code, right?
This quote from Kelechi, a former computer science student, man, it just says it all. He was in Nigeria, totally fed up with school, tired of all the university strikes. A friend got him into trading, and in just 1 month, he turned a $50 account into $400. For him, that one trade was all the proof he needed. School just seemed pointless overnight.
And you can't underestimate the power of seeing someone like you succeed. Take Amira. She was in medical school, totally burning out. Then she finds this female trader on Instagram who's just consistently killing it. Seeing someone she could relate to made the whole dream feel real, tangible. So she walked away from her degree to trade and teach full-time.
Okay, so that's the shiny, glamorous side of it. But it's not just about the pull of Forex. There's an equally strong push that's driving students away from the traditional system. For a lot of them, school just feels slow, outdated, and totally disconnected from how the world actually works now.
Just let this number sink in for a second. 3+ years. That's how long it took the brother of a student named Jonathan, who had an engineering degree, by the way, to land a basic entry-level job. Jonathan saw that struggle up close and just thought, no way, I am not doing that. Why spend all that time and money on a degree with zero guarantees when a skill like trading could offer a faster path?
And this frustration, it's perfectly captured by Michael, a former business student who said, "School taught me business history, Forex taught me real money." So many students feel like they're just learning these abstract theories they'll never actually use. But with trading, you get immediate practical lessons in risk, in finance, and, maybe most importantly, in self-discipline.
So you've got this powerful combination, right? The incredible allure of fast cash mixed with this deep frustration with the old way of doing things. It's a strong cocktail pushing students toward the market. But the Instagram lifestyle, well, it hides a much, much darker reality. The part of the story they never, ever post online.
And here's what makes it so tricky. It's not a complete lie. Some people actually do make it, and those success stories, no matter how rare they are the fuel that keeps this entire dream machine running. They make everyone else think, hey, maybe I could be next.
I mean, you hear about people like Lucas in South Africa who dropped out of high school and now owns his own home. Or Daniel in the UK who walked away from his economics degree and built a huge career as a trading educator on YouTube. Or Elijah in Nigeria, who quit during university strikes and is now a funded trader managing over $200,000. These are real, tangible successes. But, and this is the part you really have to hear, for every single Lucas, Daniel, or Elijah, there are thousands of others whose stories end very, very differently.
And this right here is where the Instagram fantasy just completely shatters against reality. The promise is you'll flip small accounts with one lucky trade. The reality? Most people blow their entire accounts. The promise is freedom and zero stress. The reality, for so many, is crippling depression and the humiliation of having to go back to school or beg for a regular job.
And the numbers, well, they don't lie. They are absolutely brutal.
When you really look at what happens to most students who drop out to trade, success is the tiniest slice of the pie. The overwhelming majority end up with financial ruin, they go back to the very path they tried to escape, or they face serious mental health struggles. It's a massive gamble, and the house almost always wins.
So when you strip it all away, what are we left with? This isn't a simple story of school being good and Forex being bad. It's about a fundamental trade-off. It's a choice between a structured, pretty predictable path and a volatile, high-risk, high-reward alternative.
The very few who actually do succeed, they understand this. They don't see trading as some get-rich-quick scheme. They treat it like a serious profession that demands years of practice, ironclad risk management, and just an incredible amount of psychological discipline. It is a skill you have to master, not a lottery ticket you hope to win.
You know, ultimately, what we're witnessing here is something much bigger than just a financial market. In an age of economic uncertainty, where getting a job even with a degree is tough, Forex has become this cultural phenomenon. It's a global escape route. It's a dream factory for those who feel like the traditional system has totally failed them.
And that's its real power. It offers a feeling of control, of agency, of possibility. It tells young people that their future is in their own hands, for better or for worse. And that is an incredibly powerful message when the alternative just feels so slow and so uncertain.
Because when you step into this world, there is no preset schedule to follow.
There's no professor there to guide you or to grade your work.
There are no deadlines, no final exams you have to cram for. It's just you, the charts, your decisions, and the consequences, good or bad, that hit you instantly. It is the ultimate test of personal responsibility. So maybe the real question isn't whether school is better than Forex or the other way around. The real question is a personal one. It's about whether the individual choosing this path is truly ready for the discipline, the failure, and the absolute accountability that comes with it. Are you truly ready for that journey?